Hello, hello, everybody. It's Mindy, and I'm here with, that weekly chit chat that I have with everybody. It's been a crazy day today. It's been a weird February. Let's just call it for what it is. It's been a weird February. The whole month has just been kind of, I don't know, strange. All right, let me put that over there. I'm going to take it right off. I only have this little section to go. Okay, it's Tuesday. I'm recording. It's Tuesday. I have this little section to go. Woohoo! Let's get to it. Okay, let's get her done. I'm finally going to do all the pretty pinks in there. I got to remember, which letter am I replacing with the crystals? The R. Okay, not the T. Not the T or the S, but the R. Let's see. What color is this? 3608 is S. Ooh, I could do some S's. Okay, I'm going to leave that out so I remember. I'm not going to get to that probably for a while, but I want to remember. S is that color, and I have ABs in that color. So my goal is to finish this up either like today, tomorrow, and it's much closer. It is much closer to the end of February than I had anticipated it being when I finished this. I wanted to be done with this at 3 weeks. Let's just say I was giving myself like 3 weeks. It didn't happen. I can't even count how many days I didn't work on it at all. Life happens. Things happen. Other stuff pops up. And that has been the story. Oh my goodness, my stuff isn't sticky here. Hang on. I might need to reapply some Not Your Mama's Mud. And I've noticed that the one that I have in my little caddy over here, getting a little dry. I mean, it is getting a little dry. I hope that they don't all like dry out eventually, but because I have several. I have quite a few little pots of the stuff, and I hope they don't dry out on me. Anyhow, yeah, it's just not getting done as quick as I had wanted. I wanted to have, see, that stuff's not really sticking. Hang on, is there something in it? See, sometimes you get just a little piece of plastic in here, a little piece of the junk, and then nothing will stick. Okay, I'm just playing with it a little bit, cleaning it up, kind of. Cleaning it up before I actually go do like a whole reapply. I don't want to do a reapply. Anyhow, that seems better. Seems like it's sticking now. I think after this, I'm going to have to just add some more. And I don't always take it out. Sometimes I just add another layer on top because it sticks nicely to itself. I can just add another layer on top and keep going. So if I have to do that, that's what I will do. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. I wanted to be done with this like several days ago. Let's just put it that way. I wanted to be done several days ago, and I'm not. Because, I don't know, one night was TV watching with Dale. One night, something else came up, and I did something else. I don't know. I just haven't gotten back in here to it on a regular basis. This week has been interesting. It's been a lot of, it's only Tuesday and I'm not done. It's just been a week of running around and doing things. So whenever you're running around and doing stuff, it's taken away time from when I could be here doing this and getting this done. So like Friday, my crochet live day. We always go to the gym on Friday. Dale and I have been having this like debate going lately about what days we go to the gym. Like just now, it's Tuesday. And he's like, oh, well, when are we going to go to the gym? And I'm like, we don't go to the gym on Tuesdays. He says, well, no, we don't. You go get tacos. Not lately, but you go get tacos. I record my WIP and chat. I have my book live. Tuesday is not a good day to go to the gym. And he seems to think we've discussed going to the gym on Tuesdays. And I'm like, we've discussed it and decided no. we decided, no, not a good day. I don't know. But Sunday, it was like Friday, he wanted to get his truck washed. And I didn't think we had time, but he's like, we got an hour and a half. I'm like, okay. We get up to the car wash. Took about 20 minutes to get there because it's right through town, traffic lights, traffic, all that nonsense. Get there, and there's a huge line all the way through their parking lot out to the road. He's like, well, that doesn't look like that's going to work. And I was just like, nope. I tried to tell him. See, I tried to tell him in a nice way that we really didn't have time to do that. But, so we left, got on the highway, came home so I could do my crochet live. So then Sunday, we go back to the gym again, right? And he's like, I'm getting my truck washed this time. We're going to the car wash. I'm like, okay, we got all the time we need today on Sunday. No rush, right? Got nothing else planned. So that's what we did. We went to the gym and went to the car wash, and it took us about 35 minutes to get through the line. It was just as long as it was on Friday. So that gives you any indication. It took a good 35 minutes to get through the line. And then, of course, then you got to go through the car wash and you got to wait, a little bit longer for that. Sometimes, folks, I try to say, hey, this is my opinion. This is, not going to work, but whatever. Okay. Anyhow, that was Friday. Saturday, I had a memorial service to go to for my best friend's sister who died on Christmas Day. So I did that on Saturday. Dale stayed home. He did not go with me because we had a refrigerator appliance repair guy coming to look at our refrigerator. It's not broke. It's just been getting hot. The door has been getting hot and the ice maker's not working. So that was above Dale's pay grade. You know what I mean? It was above his level of analyzing and figuring out what was going on. So he had this person come and look at it. They've ordered parts. We needed a new fan, a compressor fan, I believe is what it is. So that's ordered. But, they could not give Dale a more definitive time. It was, oh, we'll be there on Saturday between 8 and 4 or something. Like, oh, okay, that's like all day. Okay, you can't narrow it down any closer. Okay, no. So he stayed home. I went to the memorial. Those things are never fun. They're not fun. But they're also very thought-provoking. That's the best way I can explain it. Very thought-provoking about life in general. Your own life, your own family, your own, where you've been in life, what you've done, what you've accomplished. How are we as old as we are now? That kind of stuff. I talked about this in my live. There is a drill stuck in the spout. Sorry, I'm banging on stuff. How are we as old as we are? And yet, when you think about it, it seems like it was yesterday that some of the stuff happened in our lives. It's just a weird place to be. Weird things to think about. Anyhow, I ended up sitting with someone that I knew from years ago. Her and her husband were 4-H leaders when my kids were in 4-H, if that tells you anything. That was a long time ago. But it was nice to sit with her and catch up and chit-chat. I know their family. She knows my family well. And, it's been many years since we've seen each other. It was just kind of nice to chit-chat and catch up and see how everybody's doing. And, so that was nice. Came home from that, and I don't know what happened on, Saturday, I swear we went places. I don't know where we went, but I know we went places. We're always going places. Always seems like there's some errand or some running around to do. Always going somewhere, you know? Then my live, of course, on Saturday night. So, in and amongst all this, I'm trying to crochet. I am trying to work on my my Wonderland blanket, get that all put together, all sewn together. It's not all sewn together yet, and here we are, just a few days left in the month, and I want it done by the end of the month because it is worth 3 or 4 bingos on my bingo card. I got to get it sewn together by the end of the month. Got to get it done. I mean, 3 or 4 bingos, that's a lot on my bingo card. You know, that's important. So anyhow, I've been trying to get that done in my spare time when I'm not running around. Monday, we went, oh yeah, that was just yesterday. Okay. I had 2 packages to drop off. One went to the post office, which is right in town, right here, close, easy. The other one is in the other town. I had to go to UPS. So the UPS now, instead of the auto parts store, is the CVS. So I have to go into Charlotte and I have to go to CVS to drop off packages for UPS. So we did that, dropped off those 2 things. And then it was going to be just a quick stop at Walmart for just a couple of things. You know, that turned into more than a couple of things. And then Dale wanted to get, we had lunch in there somewhere. Somewhere in there we stopped for lunch. And then he stopped at one feed store. Didn't get anything at that feed store. I don't know what he was looking for there. I stayed in the car. He didn't find what he wanted there, I guess. So then we go across the street, which we were already across the street because that's where Walmart is, but he forgot when we were over there. So we go back across the street. We go to the other feed store, and he got 1 bag of feed there. And it's just go, 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 go. And I mean, 3.5 hours later, I mean, my thought was drop off 2 packages, get lunch. How long can that take? An hour? No, it can take 3.5. See, this is what I mean. This is what happens. That took 3.5 hours before we were back home. And of course, I had other things I wanted to do when I got home. Like, I still have a couple of diamond paintings in their box still to record videos. I haven't been able to do that. I have that blanket I'm working on. It's not done. This painting's not done because it just seems like every time I turn around, we're just going somewhere. Just silly stuff that takes forever. You know what I mean? And then Dale wanted to go somewhere today. Now, let me tell you what happened today. Okay. Well, wait, yesterday. Yesterday, I met up with somebody I know who was giving me some of her completed special drill projects, mainly things in the stands, you know, that stand up, and some that hang. She'd done a whole bunch of them. She didn't want them anymore. She's doing a big clean out. Sorry, I was hearing a noise. I was like, I think it's a chicken. I think it's a chicken out here by the window. It's chickens, yeah, okay. I was like, what is that? Anyhow, so she just asked me if I wanted them because, you know, I'm still trying to do a few craft shows. And I said, well, sure. So she gave me a ton of stuff. And I will try to sell them. I have a couple of shows I'm planning on doing. One I've signed up for already. That's not until summertime. But then there's one more that's a possibility in like April. I'm waiting to hear back from her when she gets everything squared away. But, you know, I think I can sell those. I really do. I think I can sell them. They're quite popular. People like those, the things that stand up in the little stand or the ones that hang. They're both quite popular. So I have sold several. I will say, I have sold several. Every show I have done, I have sold something, more than one item of diamond painting stuff. So anyhow, I did that yesterday. And then it seems like there's something else too. I don't know. But I'm just going. Today, I took my dad to, I believe it's an audiologist. I think that's what they're called. The people who test your hearing. Because my dad, his hearing is just, it's bad. It is bad. And my sister asked if I would be able to take him to this appointment. And I said, sure, I can take him. So I did that this morning. And you had to see two people. You had to go, it's really weird. You went upstairs for the actual test. And you had to go back downstairs to talk to the actual doctor. And just to find out that, yep, his hearing has gotten worse. He's lost more hearing. And the hearing aids that he bought a while back are really not any good, basically. Not any good. They're not going to do what he needs done. Hearing aids are expensive. As anybody bought hearing aids would know, they are very, very expensive. And my dad didn't want to pay that much for them. He didn't want to. When he was tested a few years back, he was like, I'm not buying those. That costs too much money. No. So he never got any. And then instead bought these, nanos or whatever you can get online or from the nano store, And apparently they're just not that good. So we're back to square one. And then he didn't like them. So he wouldn't ever wear them. They would amplify the sound so he could hear better, but he hated them and wouldn't wear them. So that just turned out to be a waste of money there. I can't imagine getting, $5,000 or $6,000 hearing aids and him not liking them. That would be just a complete and total waste of money. If you're not going to wear them, you're not going to use them. Why would you spend the money on them, right? But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think he gave them a good chance, even the cheaper ones. I don't know. But there's where we are. My sister and I will discuss. I don't know. I don't know where it will go from there. If he would just even wear the cheaper ones that he has that just amplify the sound, he'd be able to hear better. Wouldn't be great and perfect like with customized. That's what they do. They customize them to all the pitches you need to hear and all that stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We shall see. I have to report in with my sister later today and tell her what was said and, go from there. But after we left there, which that took longer than I thought it was going to take. That took longer than I thought it was going to take. We sat and waited and waited and waited after the actual test, waiting for the doctor for like 40 minutes. I'm like, really? Your appointment was like 40 minutes ago. Okay. We were upstairs. We were here. We did our part. Anyhow, I was out by one of our Joannes. Okay. And as you've all heard, Joanne's is closing. They are being liquidated. A liquidation company purchased them, and they will be liquidating all of their assets, which means all their stores, all their product, everything will be gone. And if you know anything about yarn, I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but if you know anything about yarn, Joann's has their own line of yarn called Big Twist, and there's multiple different types of yarn. They also have another, it's called Casey's. That's another line of Joann's yarn. But when Joann goes out of business, there will be no more Big Twist. Nobody is going to pick up, we don't think anyhow, the line of Big Twist yarn. So if there's Big Twist out there that you like, it's probably not going to be around. So they did a weird thing. At first, they've got this liquidation company has put in a bottom line bid. And then it opened up to other bidders. There was another company that bid, and they went back and forth for a little bit. And But before they did that, Joann's had decided they were going to close over 500 stores. They had like 800 and some stores. They decided they were going to close 500 of their lower performing stores. They were going to keep 300. And then hope that the bidders would then be like, okay, so we're going to accumulate 300 stores, the better performing stores, I would assume, and make that more enticing to a buyer. But it was still just another liquidation company. So they went from going to keep 300 stores open to about a week later, nope, it's being liquidated, everything's going to go. Okay, so that's how that went. But since I was out there by the one Joann's, I was like, well, let me stop and see what they have. Their sales were not like rock bottom sales, but it was like 25% across the board. So 25% is pretty good. I mean, that's not bad. You're getting a $4 skein for $3. I mean, it's not bad. And if you want some of their big twist line, this will be the only time to get it. This will be it. After this, there probably will never be a big twist line of yarns again. So I thought, well, let me go see if there's anything that I want to pick up. And I did. I came out with a bag. I got a bag of stuff. I was looking for some yarns in particular, which they did not have. But I'm wondering if the other store does, because I know this is getting all technical, but because some of the stores thought they were going to be open, 300 stores thought they were going to be open, they weren't on the chopping block right away, but the other ones were. So the ones that were on the chopping block right away have been getting hit hard for about 2 weeks already. And it was just early this week that they found out that all the stores are closing. So anyhow, I'm going to go hit up my other Joann's as well and see if there's anything there that I really think I should pick up. I'm not interested in other yarns because those are carried by other places. Like Michael's has some, and they're companies that you can also order online. They're like through Lion Brand, and you can get those items still. But I was only interested in big twist stuff, and I picked up some. But that's that. Then I got to come home and have some lunch. I threw a video together really quick. I was going to do that this morning before I left, but I kind of made a boo-boo, and I thought the time was an hour later than it was. And I got up off the couch thinking I had time to go put a video together. And I looked at the calendar just to make sure, and I was like, oh, shoot, I'm wrong. I am off by a whole hour. I got to go now. So, of course, I got dressed, threw my clothes on, went and got my dad, and off we went. So it's just been stuff like that, just crazy running around, going here, going there. It just seems nonstop. I can't tell you a day when I just vegetated. Tomorrow I go get my hair done. Last time I'll see my hairdresser or my hairstylist or whatever they call themselves these days. I don't know. Before she's off on maternity leave after this. This is her last day, and then she's off to have a baby. So she'll be out for a while. I'm going to have to schedule with somebody else while I'm there for my next appointment and maybe the one after that. I think she might be gone for a couple months, I think. Anyhow, so that's tomorrow. Hair tomorrow. And then it just keeps going and going. There's just no end to the stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready for can I just sit home by myself all day long and do whatever I want to do? Do whatever I want to do. I know the other thing that we did. I know something else. I'm back to cleaning out my closet again. I went into the spare bedroom closet this time because for that memorial service, I wore some nicer clothes. I didn't want to wear like my winter boots. So I had like some nice little shoe boot kind of things, and I wanted to wear those. However, they're in the spare bedroom closet, and all the shoes are now buried behind a bunch of yarn. Yeah. So when I went in there to find the shoes, I actually had to go in there with a flashlight. I know, a flashlight, so I could see behind the yarn to find the shoes I wanted to wear. So when I had to do that, I was like, okay, this closet needs to be cleaned out. It just needs an overhaul. I need to go through it. So when did I start that? On Saturday. That's what I did on Saturday when I got home. I started going through the closet. I started trying on, that was where like summer shirts were. And it's really hanging in there with summer shirts. Really nothing else. There's a shoe rack in there with all my nice shoes that I used to wear to school. I can't even get to that right now. That's coming. I'm going to have to haul all the yarn out because it's all in front of the shoe rack. See, it's one thing after another thing. And it's a process. It's definitely a process. You got to do this before you can do that. So I started with the clothes. And I started trying on stuff and getting rid of stuff because I'm like, if this stuff does not fit me now, and it's not even close to fitting, there is no point in keeping it. So I just started going through stuff and making pile of stuff I'm going to get rid of, pile of stuff I'm going to donate, right? So I did that for a while until I really just kind of got tired of trying on stuff, really. And then I came to a spot in the closet that had diamond paintings hanging in front of it. Like they were hanging in front of the clothes. And they were double-sided adhesive. Now, they were paintings I bought a long time ago. And they were like, I called them my farm kids. And I had an idea for how I was going to do these. They were only 40 by 50. I was going to do them. I had a cool framing concept. And I never did them. Now, hanging there for like 4 years or so, double-sided adhesive, they're a mess. They're a mess. And I was like, what am I going to do with them? So I decided I was going to get rid of them. I was never going to be inspired to pull them out, to work on them, knowing that they had all these bumps and, rivers, and they were just a mess. You can take care of that. I mean, you can cut the tape, flatten it out. And I'm just like, Mindy, in reality, are you going to do that? No. Not when I can pick up a canvas that's poured glue and just pick it up and work on it. Why would I go through that? And they were Trisha Riley Matthews, some of them. Like 3 or 4 of them were Trisha Riley Matthews. Back when, we didn't know about artists and all that stuff. We were just buying stuff off AliExpress that we liked, right? So I threw them out. Drills and all. Took them out to the trash can, and I stood there for a second with this armload of paintings, and I just went, well, just do it. Just do it. I mean, it was hard. It was hard. Let me just say, that was hard. But I did it. And then I had a bag of clothes, and I took them to my sister because she works for a lady that has like a free store. So she's always taking stuff like that. And I was like, okay, she can have them, Take them out there, give them to her. But this has been my life. It's just like, I'm ready for just a day of, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to go anywhere. I can sit. I can do whatever I want today. And I haven't had one of those in a while now. So I'm ready. I am ready. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Thursday? Who knows? Who knows? The weather has taken a nice turn here for us. Like yesterday, it was high 30s. Today, it's going to be in the 40s. I think tomorrow is going to be in the 40s. So it's going to be quite nice for a while. I'm looking forward to that. It's nice to be able to go outside and not think your face is going to freeze off. You know, it was cold. February was cold. February was, most days in February were below average temperatures. So it's nice. But now we're dealing with all the snow melting because we still have snow. We still do have snow. It's still out there as I look out the window. We still have snow. It is melting. But then that just creates a whole nother problem. Then you just got the mess of melting snow, mud. Then you get mud everywhere, water. Now it's just, ugh, you know? But the sun's shining. We got a nice blue sky with a few puffy white clouds out there. And that snow is a melting. Like when I left earlier this morning, our driveway was still pretty filled with snow. It's a long story to tell you why there's so much snow in our driveway, but Dale plows the driveway and all the snow goes out, right? Goes out into the yard. And then one day he went out there and he plowed the snow back into the driveway from the yard. He's like, I just put the driveway back in the yard. I'm like, I see that. Yep, I see that. It's all back in the yard. Okay. So it was pretty filled with snow when I left, and it's getting there. We've got some nice big puddles out there now. There's still a little bit of snow in the driveway, but it's getting there. So probably in the next couple of days, the snow will be gone. I don't know if it'll be gone for good because, we do live in Michigan, and it is not at all unheard of for snow in March. That is not, even April, as far as that goes, we can get snow. Sorry, I needed a drink. So it may not be the end of snow, but it will be the end of this snow. This snow will be gone in a few days. So anyhow, that has been my life. Pretty exciting, huh? Don't you wish you were me, right? I know, it is just so much fun. I'm just having a good old time. I'm sure you're all jealous. I'm sure you're not. Anyhow, so this event, it is winding down in just a couple of days. In just a couple of days. I had my winner. I've already sent out. That was one of the packages I delivered the other day. Patty, it went out the other day. What day was it? Monday. It went out Monday. Yes, Monday it went out. And then Jenny will give away the last prize. And that is another Palantine in the books. Done and dusted. Ooh, that's a romance novel. Done and dusted. It is. It's a romance novel. Actually, I think it's sitting right there beside me. Yep, it is. Done and dusted. Anyhow, so it's been fun. Thank you for everybody that participated. I'm so happy that you joined, and we gave away some nice prizes, and we're on to the next one because that's what I do. I just move from one thing to another. So we're moving on to Chuck next. Chuck Along starts March 1st. I still have to kit up my painting. I had thought that today, instead of diamond painting, I'd given it a thought for a minute that I would do a kit up and chit chat, kind of whip and chat. But that was a big no because the place I would do it is the kitchen table. And the kitchen table currently houses my Wonderland blanket. And my Wonderland blanket will be there until it is all sewn together because it is obnoxiously hard to contain the thing as I'm joining the squares together. It's obnoxious. That's all I got. It goes all over the place. So on the kitchen table was the best solution. And it's still not great because the table's not really actually big enough. But anyhow, it's almost done. It's getting there. I have one whole row to go. And now I'm joining the opposite direction that I already did. They're joined one direction, and now I'm joining the other direction. So I have one row and probably about a half a row and a half, and they'll all be connected together. Then I can weave in those ends, and at that point I will consider it done, even though it's not really done, because I want to put some type of a border on it. It needs some sort of border, and I don't know what I want to do yet, but that's a project for, I'm just going to say that's a project for later. It's probably not going to happen in February, but I can still get my bingos because the blanket will be complete. Sort of. Anyhow, so yeah, I couldn't hit up my truck out there on the table. There is no space on the table, and I wasn't moving. I was not moving the blanket. It's not going anywhere till it's done. So I decided to just diamond paint, and then that's a good idea because maybe I'll get close to finishing this. And as you can tell, I mean, I'm making good progress here while we chit chat. I'm making good progress. I'm getting a lot of this light color done, and I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Do you notice what I'm doing though? Does anybody notice what I'm doing? I am saving the pink. I am saving the pink. I'm doing all the colors that are just kind of blah. I'm gonna do all those first, and then I'm gonna do the pink last. Because you know me, I like to reward myself. I go through all the pain and the heartache to get the reward. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of pain and heartache. But I do like to go through all of the stuff I don't really want to do first. I have to do that. I have to force myself to do the stuff I don't want to do first. Otherwise, I may never come back and do the stuff I didn't want to do. The stuff that wasn't as fun. The stuff that wasn't as pretty, right? So it's totally a mind game with me, but it works. It works for me. It might not work for other people, but it works for me. Anyhow, I will be kitting that up one day this week, one evening this week. I don't know yet. I don't know. And then tomorrow is Wednesday, and I'm certain that there's going to be more TV viewing on Wednesday. And I can't take the blanket to the living room. I can't work on it while I watch TV. It's too big. It just doesn't work. I don't know. I'll get it done. You know me. I will get it done. Even if I'm kitting up the night before Chuck-along starts, it will be ready to go. So there's that. One other thing I have been working on retreat stuff, of course, because that is coming faster than the speed of light. No, it really is coming fast. It's one of those time things, like when I was talking about the memorial service. Time has this weird way of messing with your brain. Like sometimes you think about something and it seems like it was yesterday. Time can go fast sometimes. Sometimes it seems like it goes slow. It's a very weird thing. It's a very weird thing, time is. But the retreat is coming fast, rapidly. It's coming rapidly now. This last couple months, I know, are just going to fly by. And I'm in the throes of finalizing swag, door prizes, things that we're going to make. I have been, oh my gosh, I've spent so much time looking for things to purchase that we're going to make, you know, the supplies for these things we're going to make. Now, I got some of them and they didn't work. I'm like, nope, that's not going to work. So I'm back to square one. So now I have to look for different things, and then I have to return those things. And that's just a whole nother level of hassle, you know? But it's all part of the game, all part of the game. So I've been doing that. Now, speaking of the retreat, I have had not one, not two. I've had 3 people in the last week have to drop out. So I currently have 3 openings for the retreat, May 1st through the 4th. If you are interested, someone, please be interested. Because, I mean, we're down to the wire here. We're ordering things for people. We're about to start getting t-shirts and putting names on t-shirts. And, it's getting to that point in the game. We have to have our for sure list of people. So I have 3 spots. One, I haven't even told them anything yet. They just let me know. And I'm like, I have to see if I can fill your spot. Let me, I'll get back with you. So if you are interested, let me know. I can send you the link to the registration, which has all the information. Let me know. Let me know. I really, 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 this is where I start to get a little nervous, a little antsy because it's getting so close. And I have 3 openings. 3 openings. So let me know if you're interested. I can send you the info. Okay? Let's fill the slots. Let's fill the spots. All right. I'm at 7,900 subscribers, folks. I hit that the other day. 7,900. I have less than 100 to go to hit 8,000. That is my big goal. It's been my goal for a while. And 2024 was slow. It was so slow for me. I don't know what the deal was, but it was just super slow. 2025 has been proving to be much better. And I'm hoping to hit 8,000, soon. I mean, if I could hit 8,000 by my birthday, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. But I'm not holding my breath. I mean, my birthday's in June. That's, it would be amazing. I don't know. I don't know if that can happen or not. It could happen. I don't want to get my hopes up though. But if you guys like videos, that helps YouTube know you like the videos. More people should see them if you guys like them. So please hit that like button on videos. And sharing all those things certainly help get my videos noticed. Easier, more readily noticeable. Whew, that was a weird way to say that, wasn't it? Anyhow, thank you for that. And think about hitting that like button for me. And if you already do, thank you so much. It really helps. All right. Anything else I wanted to talk to you about? Anything else at all? If you have any questions about the chuck along, feel free to reach out to Maritza or I. We can answer questions. Go into Diamond Moments in Krafts, look through the group. You can ask questions there. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. We try to make it as simple as possible. So, I don't know. I guess that's it. So on my list, I've got to kit up my chuck, finish a blanket. I really, really, really want to show you all of the chucks, all of them. I'm going to work on that. I have an idea how I can do that. I just need a table. I need table space cleared off. And that would be downstairs. I do have more paintings to sell. My D-stash, I have a pile down there. I actually just sold one the other day, one that I hadn't sold yet. Somebody contacted me, asked me if I still had it, and I was like, well, I sure do. Sold that one. That was the other package I mailed out. Shipped that one out yesterday. So I have another pile to go. And that's before I go through, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. It's not sticky very well. That's before I go through all the rest of the paintings even. This is just stuff that I've had pulled out for a while. So I got that video on the horizon, so be looking for that. That one has a lot of diamond art clubs in it. There's quite a few diamond art clubs in that pile. Yeah. So stay tuned. Hopefully within a week or two, I'll be able to get that out there for you. And then I can get those sold, packaged, shipped, all that good stuff. Okay. Well, folks, I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything left in my brain to talk to you about. Really? Okay. There we go. Now I got Not Your Mama's mud all over the place. Okay. The first little stab in there is always a messy one. It always goes splooging out and it goes all over. And then when you clean it up, then it's fine. Then you don't have any problems. Then it's just go time. It is go time. I like this green. I'm not a green person, but I like this green. I really do. All right. Oh, don't forget that April is just going to be a laid back landscape event. Let's just either finish our chucks or let's start another landscape and just we're just going to kick back and just have a relaxing April. Yes, a relaxing April working on landscapes, either finishing your chuck or a new one. I hope you join along. And it's just going to be very casual, very, very casual. I'll probably have I don't know if I'll even do weekly posts. I might just do a post and you can, show us what you're working on. It might be just that simple. We'll see. Okay. Well, I am going to let you go. I really want to go to the other Joann's today and see what they have. I'm really looking for Vortex yarn. And I swear I looked up online, but online might be just completely all messed up because the way they're selling stuff, they may not be updating their online quantities at all. I don't know. But I'd like to run over there. Yes, I would. We shall see. All right. I guess that's it. And I will talk to you guys later. And I hope you have a great day, a good week. If it's getting warmer where you're at, enjoy the melt. It's always a fascinating time. Things are melting. It's just making a big mess. But hey, it feels springy today. I know that it's not, but it feels like it. And that is a good feeling. That's a very, very good feeling. So, all right. Until later, folks, I will let you go. And I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye.